My mom is from East Africa and my dad's from West Africa. They met at UNC, which is a nice story. My dad's a professor of political science. My mom is currently studying nursing at NC Central. Their days are pretty packed too, so I often find myself watching my little brother and sister. And we're pretty close. Actually, we're very close. We do everything together. Whatever I have, they have. My life would be a lot different without them, and they're a huge part of my life. My parents are constantly in contact with their family in Africa, and the lessons that they learned from growing up there, and they're constantly teaching me lessons like those. So hard work, dedication, the importance of education. My dad tells me a lot of stories about him in Nigeria and growing up, and one story that he tells me a lot is his family was very large. He has like 12 brothers and sisters in total, and only a couple of them could go to school because his parents didn't have the proper school fees to pay for all of them. And so my dad was the one that was chosen, along with my uncle, to get an education. And so my dad taught me the importance of education, because he was the one that got chosen, and so he was the one that had to prove to the rest of the family that it was right that he was chosen. And I have a sort of responsibility to fulfill my parents' dream for me and my dream for myself. Articulating my ideas is something that I sometimes have trouble with, and so I think that throughout this District C process I've come to realize what I can do to strengthen my weaknesses.
I'm really ambitious, so I'm really focused, I'm really hardworking. My dad, personally for me, I would say he's one of my biggest strengths, because he's more worried about how I'm as a person and how I'm able to lead myself. And I feel like that's helped me throughout the years, because me being ambitious, even though it is good, I tend to get stressed out. He's really helped me out on that, like shaping my character. As far as I can remember, from 2 years old onwards, every single summer we've been going to India. When we went to 9th grade, we used to go even more frequently. And that's when me and my sister, we were like kind of talking to our dad, wondering if there's something that we could do about this. And we thought, okay, I think we should get started on a drainage project in my dad's village. District C, I feel like, is one of the things that's gonna challenge me as a person, because I am not really used to like collaborating with people I don't know, trying to take in their ideas, and at the same time, not just taking in their ideas, but giving in my ideas, and also making sure that I'm a leader.
So far, launch day has been an amazing experience. I've gotten to know the members of my group a little bit better, and I've learned a little bit more about what we're going to be doing over the next couple of weeks. Between the learning that we've done on the leadership and business side of it, and the connections that I've been able to make with my other group members, it's been a good day.
Today it's been more than just learning, but being really independent, learning from others. Based on my past experiences, I tend to be a little bit dominating, and I have more than like a trust factor. I feel more secured with the work that I do. So usually when I'm working with others, it's like, oh no, I can just do it, because I feel like, okay, the work will be now good, because like I feel like I have things under control. But today I really liked how I've been able to listen to other people, taking in their ideas, talking to them. So I'm actually surprised that I've been able to do that, because that's not like the kind of person that I am, but I'm also really happy that I've been able to do that.
Fleet Feet is having a problem with their the way that they decide which races to sponsor and which ones to not sponsor. So we're gonna have to decide a way, or to find a way to solve that problem. I'm really surprised about how well my team and I are working together, and it makes me really excited about the next couple of weeks getting to work with them more and eventually solving this problem.
We are looking at an app that has been created by Dr. John Cohn called Fit for 90. And as of right now, kind of like we've looked at his website, kind of things about him, maybe his interviews and all of this. And from what we see, we're understanding that his problem might be towards shifting his market, like who he's targeting this app like towards. And it's been good, because it's not just like my squad, but we've collaborated with other squads to kind of like discuss this. So there is no clear problem posed, but we're kind of inferencing based on whatever information we have. Talking to Dr. John Cohn obviously gave us more exposure, or kind of like a good view of what the problem is.
Meeting my partners from Fleet Feet and getting to talk to them about what they were looking for from us, about their expectations, that was really helpful. And it makes me really excited about the weeks to come, and the process of formulating a plan and then reaching our goal is really exciting.
District C has taught me that leadership is about growth. It's about awareness and communication. It's about working with a diverse group of people with a diverse set of skills to solve a problem. When I first met my squad, I told them that I have a hard time asserting my own ideas because I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to sound stupid. But my squad mate Nathan told me something very profound. He said, vulnerability is a big part of leadership. Tonight, you will see how these principles have guided the C squads on their quest to finding solutions.
So this first step of the process is pretty straightforward. Potential partners simply approaches Fleet Feet about a partnership, either by means of in-store interaction with Jordan or the other store manager, or online interaction with you.
3 key areas that directly impact motivation and efficacy of users: data and gamification.
This is where our first solution or tool comes into play.
There's a point that is reached with the competition levels, it is going to go down.
The basic info questionnaire helps you and Jordan communicate more effectively. The prize chart and partnership values simplify the negotiation process.
But intrinsic motivation will last longer.
A way that we've kind of modified this tool to be more useful for you is that we've created a sort of survey that could be used. Either a sales associate in store or the partner themselves could enter the information and would go directly to you. Now we're going to open up the floor for questions.
The major thing that I was able to learn is being a leader, it's not just I, but it's we. And that's something throughout the journey, like with my C squad mates, like talking to them, whether it was like identifying problems or solving solutions, everything was like something that we did together. I was able to understand people's different perspectives, take those and share my perspectives. And throughout all of this, I was just really able to understand the true definition of what being a leader is.
If not for this program, I mean, they wouldn't get that experience. I mean, Ria is doing that project in India. Now she's already looking at it, how to expand that program. But District C makes a real life example. And that's what, I mean, you know, I felt like she really gained from District C.
I've thought of leaders as people who are strong and always correct, but that's not necessarily what a leader is. Being wrong as a leader is important to show the people who you are leading that leadership isn't just about being right all the time and immediately getting to the goal. It's about growth, and I think that throughout this process I've grown a lot.
I was very pleased and very proud of him for the poise with which he actually expressed himself.
District C has made me a better leader, which would make me a better person overall.